All right, welcome back to Throttle Hobby. And today's video, we're finally doing the turbo on the Lexus. I've already started this, so I'll just catch you guys up with what I did so far. So these three bolts, which are all 10mm, hold on the end part of the air filter housing up here. You pull those out. You can't lift it out straight up because it's stuck in between this hole. So what you do is you come up to the intake here, and you remove another 10mm bolt, which is a band around the back end. You pop that off and you slide that up and off. That's that. And then that bottom shield is connected by these studs here, and they're going to be all 12mm, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, except that one kind of came out with nut and stud all out. Now what I'm going to try to do is, I've let those soak for about a good 6 hours now. I'm going to try to take them off with a wrench, and if the wrench doesn't work, I have a little persuasion tool, a little bon fui fui.
Oh, hell no!
To heat them up, pull them off, and we'll pull this off. And this might actually be an issue because the new headers I have are all connected and they all go into one port, where this one's got 2. So we might have to make some custom parts, but I ain't worried about it because we don't have to be in a rush to do this. I'm gonna take this nice and slow, and you'll finally see what it's like to do a turbo kit on a 92 Lexus with the 2JZ in it. So that's pretty cool. So if you're ever thinking about doing this, follow me and see what I have to do to make this work. I am your idiot. Learn through me. So anyway, I'm gonna try to take one of those off with the wrench and see how good that goes. Using a 14mm extension. See if I can get any of these to budge after a good 6 hours of soaking in white lithium grease. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna do the next 3, 4, 5, 6 of these and get it done. That's awesome. Look at that. Gotta love the just the Japanese style of cars, because to do this on a BMW, this probably would have snapped already. So look how nice that is. This is gonna be a joy to work on. So all of them came loose using a big 1/2 inch with a 14 6-point, except for that really back one. But to get to that back one, I'm gonna have to remove this O2 sensor. I mean, to be honest, I'll have to remove both of them, but I'm gonna get started on that, find out what the bolt size is for those, and go from there. It looks like a 10mm, but I'll have to see. Here's a 12. Let's see if the 12 works. Nope, it's a 12mm. Alright, let's see how easy this will be. Left these for 6 hours as well. Oh, nice and beautiful. Cool, see the next one down here. Oh, easy. Not even that hard. Alright. I can definitely see why a lot of people mod Japanese cars. These things are so easy to work on. Holy hell. Coming off of that damn thing over there, a little blue Beamer. For these gotta be precise, this is nice. So I'm gonna get these O2 sensors off. I'll show you guys when that's done. Alright, so all these came out beautifully. Now I'm gonna try, you can see that they're loose, but the one that's holding them on to these connections here. So I think they're also a size 14. I'm gonna grab a ratcheting wrench and see if they're just as nice as these were to come off. Then we should have this part off. Also, one other thing before I forget, when I took off the air box, I did have to take off one connector here, which just had this little clip on it. I did take off this little air hose, vacuum hose. I did take off this one, which you just pinch back here on this and slide that off. So the 3 hoses I also have to take off, just to let you know. Alright, day 2. What we're going to do is we're going to just drag this back slowly to the position of where the Challenger is, and we're going to chalk it up on cinder blocks and lift it up about 2 feet so we can crawl under there, because as you can see my driveway is kind of at a slant. So we're going to do that first, and then I'll show you guys how that looks like when we're all done. So we just moved this, and I feel like it'd be sacrilege if I didn't show you guys how this thing actually fires up with the headers pretty much off and all that shit disconnected. So we're going to do a quick little start. This thing sounds like a fucking animal. Beast. Anyway, let's get this fucking running properly and not retarded.
1 hour later.
So we've chopped it up on cinder blocks. So even though my driveway is slanted, those blocks didn't move nowhere. Now I'm gonna go underneath the car and remove from the cat point to the cat, so that way we don't have to remove any of those annoying bolts. We'll just delete it from this side because I don't really need a cat, and I'm sure I'll help the turbo a lot better breathe. So I'm gonna go under here and we're gonna get that flange right there off, and I will let you guys know what the bolt sizes are when I get under there and check. So let's get that flange off. So using heat, we've got one of the bolts out. Now we're working on the other one. I'm going to hold the nut with the needle of those vice grips, and we're going to see how far we can get it. It's the last nut we got to do, and then this whole thing can just come out and we can test to see if everything fits. I'll show you guys when that's all done.
Takie trzyma taka blacha do transmisyjna.
Can you take it off?
Nie, no to są śruby między transmisyjnem a tym.
Yeah, it's out.
To ja mogę z tym wyłazić?
Yeah, you can get out.
No to bierz te wszystkie tutaj klamory, ja ci będę podawał.
Yep. And that's out. Next, let's try to fasten the new one over there onto here and see if it fits.
No tak musiało być oczywiście.
And Vin Diesel tells you working on cars is easy. Installs turbo once and then family. Yep. I have to move some stuff around, but careful.
No wiem, ale...
Oh, it's in. So the hood's gonna close, which is nice.
Wiem, tylko...
Alright, it's time to wrap this header, and then we'll get more of the shit started today. We'll see how far we can get. This will be part 1 of who knows. So I'll show you guys when this is done.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Well, there it is, done up. Certain spots you can't really get to, so you can just kind of push it up. But other than that, most of it is covered. So that is the plan. Looking not too bad. Is it the best thing I've ever done? No, but it's good enough. So let's head outside and take the front bumper off and take the studs out and all that other jazz. All right, so we've taken the bumper off. I've put the intercooler in, but as of right now, I'm waiting on parts to be made, especially a hanger for this intercooler and a downpipe for the exhaust. It didn't come with the kit, which is kind of weird, but so be it. So I'm waiting for that. So right now, all I'm going to do is relocate the reservoir to here. The intercooler has more room. And we might do a little bit of a cleanup, and that's going to be it for part 1 for right now. So thank you for watching Throttle Hobby. This is a turbo project, part 1 of, I don't know how much more there's going to be, but part 1 of many. And we're going to watch this car become the drift missile I want it to be. So yep, join me next week on the next episode of this, hopefully, and see you then. Peace out.